Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. So last time we left off, we had just finished defending Archet from the Blackwold brigands, and we were about to begin our journey. Before we continue, however, a couple things to get out of the way. Out of camera, I did some quality of life changes, like what you see here. Latency, well, the connection status indicator that we're gonna actually move on to where it's less intrusive. I did some changes to the UI settings. I created a new chat tab to get rid of world chat and looking for fellowship and basically anything that we won't need for our journey. I'm still playing a little bit with the settings, so it's not quite definitive yet, so for the moment we will stick to the general chat. As such, we missed a couple notifications, nothing too big, mostly the deed that you get completed when you start receiving the letter for the bingo buffing quest, but otherwise nothing too major. Little correction on last week's episode, or well, the previous episode, I would say, is this place over here. I was mispronouncing this as Brown's Folly. When I first played this area, I wasn't too familiar with this kind of naming. Kenya, Sindarin, I don't know. I'm not quite sure what this one is. But since I was not familiar with it, I just pronounced it however I could, and that's how I came with Brown's Folly. But in reality, it's Brownwell's Folly. Quite a change in here. And what else? As you see, I have resubscribed once again, as I told you I was gonna do. LOTRO has just recently announced they will be extending their free questing period on all content, their free content period, until August the 31st. That's 3 more months. So I figured, well, I don't need to purchase anything right now, so might as well resubscribe as a way of supporting the game and saying thank you for the kind gesture, because what LOTRO has been doing recently regarding all the content, that's amazing. And what they will do, getting you a coupon code to get all the quest packs free before August the 31st and the sales and expansion quests up to Helm's Deep, that is also huge. And I think the developers, well, the model is working for them, as Cordovan said on the latest stream, but I think supporting the game is in order, as they are doing great stuff, and I want to continue the game I want the game to continue for many years, as I said in the previous video as well, so that's my way of saying thank you, and I'm supporting. What else did we do out of camera? We have played a little bit with Beriathan's outfit to closely resemble the Citadel Guard, but we are not using them yet. I would like to come up with an in-game explanation as to why Beriathan has begun with this outfit and now he will start to use a Citadel Guard one. And I have a story for that, the in-game explanation, but I will tell you what that is when we get there. What else? I think that's basically it. So, as I was telling you before, when we were finishing last episode, and before we start questing right now, we're gonna take care of all these goodies that we have in here. So, we have here Gambit instructions. I might want to reread this, and if somebody else wants me to during the episode, I can do it, but otherwise I think I will stick that to off camera. We have Cloak of the Aerolingas and the Greenclad Steed of the Gap. This was from the Isengard pre-order. We have the Armor of the Orlingas and the Rootstone. This was also Isengard's pre-order, but we're not gonna use any of these items right now, not even the XP boost. I want to do most of content on level, and with this you will outlevel it very fast. This plus rest XP will make you outlevel content really fast. In fact, I think it would be better for us to get the Stone of the Tortoise. There are some instances in which I think we will need to stop the XP gain. Anyway, we also have 1 year gift box that contains anniversary fireworks here, nothing too big. 2 year gift box, we have some little boosters, some melee damage and battle restoration potion. So we can move this here and leave all this here. Ah, we also have out of combat run speed. Okay, might be useful for before we get a forced march, so I might use it to speed up this episode and compensate the time we're using right now to check all this. 3 year gift box, we have black bound steel keys. I might want to save them for when I get a box and I want to get what's in the box, but I think that's gonna be for high levels, so this is going to the vault as soon as I can. 4 year gift box, so we have the Assure cosmetics. 5 year gift box, we have the Assure steed. We will go there in a minute. I have also this masterwork breastplate, the riding trait, and the chestnut steed. So all this came with a pack that I don't think it's available anymore, but I was fortunate enough to get one of these in a giveaway. And what makes this so valuable is the rating trait, because you save some LOTRO points, or if you're a VIP you don't need to wait until level 20 to get your rating. So we're gonna use that right now, and we're gonna use the green flat steed of the gap on the Assure steed and the chestnut steed. But we are not going to be using any of these steeds. We are very lucky as well, because right after we began the journey with Beriathan, LOTRO is conducting a sale on the store for select steeds, and the steed of the Citadel Guard is on sale. I had already saved up the points to get that steed, but we can save some extra. In fact, with what we are gonna save after buying the steed, we will save kinda close to 500 points. So I was able to get the outfit slot number 4 that I have. Well, I will show you all the outfits for Beriathan when the time comes. So moving on, we have Tome of Extraordinary Experience. We might want to use this, we'll see. This helm, guard's helm, we didn't equip it on last episode, I forgot, so let's equip it. What else do we have here? I think, well, we have Gift of the Thanes, that's gonna give us level 20 cloaks, but last I checked the stats on this have not scaled too well, so we will skip those. Slayer and Skilled boost, we might need to use that. A 6 year gift box, so is the worsted appearance for the Assure steed, nothing that we can use right now. We have Steed of the Hammerhand, this is Helmstead pre-order. We have a worsted cosmetic for the Hammerhand as well, so we're gonna use that right now. Halter of the Hammerhand, caparison, the saddle, the leggings, and the accessory. The hauberk of the Hammerhand, once again, we're not gonna be using this on this character. Armor of the Hammerhand, not either. Crystal of Remembrance, so we will save the keys and the crystal for when we need them. Shield of the Hammerhand, that's another XP boost. I'm not sure if we will use it or not, so let's leave it as here. Title rate 7 stars, it was the 7 year rewards. So now we have a new title, Beriathan of the 7 stars. As a Gondorian, this kinda fits, but this is not the one that I wanna use. And for 7 years you have fought to keep the lands and peoples of Middle Earth free and farewell, etc. The title I'm after is the Gondorian Soldier title that you can get by completing quests on the Osgiliath PvMP map. And some of these quests you can complete solo and without the need of fighting, so I'm not gonna show you that on camera because that's quite repetitive. You will need to do like 12 days of grinding to get that title, but that's what I'm after. And I will show you the title when I get it. We also have a 7-year gift box. We have another Black Steel Key. We have Reveler's Shield of the Auto Guild and Yellow Star Fireworks. The Reveler's Shield is this one. And as you can see, I'm using, that's something that I also did on camera, the larger dressing room that you can get on LOTRO interface and the transparent map tracker that I will show you in just a moment, because the map tracker, the default one, can be a little bit on the nose. Moving on here, we have 8-year gift box. This is Orange Star Fireworks and Hooded Cloak of the Woodland Realm. So nothing that we will use, I think. 9-year gift box, we have White Tree Fireworks, this we might use, and the Grand Blue Orb emote. It's fun to use it every once in a while, so here we are. What we have here, 10-year gift box, so we have Dragon Fireworks and the 10-year frame that I think it's already available for using, and the 10-year frame for Mordor. That's it. Now moving on here, 11-year gift box, we have Pinwheel Fireworks and the 11th emote. And the 12-year gift box, we have the Sleigh Bell, the 12-year frame, and the 5 Eagle Fireworks, the consumable version. That's it for the moment. To create some of the outfits that you will see, I was mailing some pieces from some of my alts. And I took the opportunity to also mail to Beriathan the Grand Toast emote, which I think will go great with him, and the Husky Wolf Dog. And once again, I have an in-game explanation from where this guy comes from, and I will wait to see what moment in the game better fits what I have in mind. And this here, the White Tree Fireworks, we already checked that. And some of the items that we got from last episode. The other ones that I was saving in this bag, they are already in the vault. As you can see, I went to the homestead really quick to access vault services and go back to Archet. And with all this out of the way, we are ready to continue our adventure. Okay, sorry for that. I got a call I was answering. I had to pause the recording, but anyway, let's continue. So we have some letters here. We have the Bingo Boffin request for assistance, and I'm not planning on doing this quest line. I find it to be a little bit too tedious and too long, and the rewards are not that worth it in my opinion. At least I got what I wanted from the character I ran it with. I only had it to run once, so I will leave the letter for you in case you want to read it, which I am not, and we're gonna continue with the rest of the quest. We have a letter from John Brackenbrook. I have written a letter on your behalf. Others in Archet collected what they could to give to you and made a nice present of it. Make certain to get the letter, read it, and then take it to Constable Thistlewood in Archet or Postman Newbuck in Little Delving. You remain in the hearts of the people of Archet. Respectfully, John Brackenbrook. And we have a little gift in here, we're gonna take it. And, well, as I was telling you, I did get some of my items after traveling to the personal house. You can see that on the cooldowns. Well, also the cooldown on my milestone skill. The reason why I did this is there is no vault service in Archet or nearby. That's the only thing I don't like about this area. The other starting areas, Kellandin, Thorian's Hall, Michelle Delvin in the Shire, all of them have vault services and auctions and everything else, but not Archet. Anyway, let's check the gift we just received from John Brackenbrook. And what do we have here? The Wrapped Horse Whistle. I don't think we will need it. We already have some horses, so we're gonna throw this out. And what else did we get? Quest, outfitting yourself, and others. So, the crafting guilds of Middle-earth thank you for all that you have done for the free people and would like to extend an invitation to speak with our representative, Jill Brushwood, at the craft hall in the village of Combe. We acknowledge your ability as a combatant and invite you to try your hand at a less violent form of work, craftsmanship. You will find that Jill Brushwood is an able teacher who can introduce you to pursuits ranging from cooking to scholarly to smithy and everything in between. Sincerely, the Crafting Guilds of Middle-earth. Very well, we will take this quest and get our crafting vocation later on. We got some dice as well. We're gonna get this together. The level 6 gift. But let's check if we missed something else from this one. Doesn't seem like it. The letter of commendation, it's the one we are still not read. So it says, be it known that I, John Brackenbrook, overseeing the rebuilding of Archet, write this on behalf of Beriathan. I fought alongside Beriathan in an attempt to thwart the Blackwold brigands and their Angmarin masters. Should it be within your power, give Beriathan some measure of welcome and thanks for all that they have done. John Brackenbrook. Apparently, John Brackenbrook wishes you well in your future endeavors. And I think he shall. We did help him a lot. But anyways, now let's get for the gift of level 6. We have a rite of special passage, 1 hour. We already have everything unlocked, every trouble unlocked for being VIP, so let's see, 10% run speed boost against 5%, so this one's a little bit better. We will leave it here. Some regeneration food, okay. And what else? It seems that's it. Very well. So we have the level 7 gift. We're gonna leave that there. And now let's continue. So we'll get to John Brackenbrook. As we prepared for the Blackwold assault and stood at the defense of Archet, many of the good folks of this town perished, both within the gates and beyond. The battle was great, but in the end we defeated the brigands' onslaught. Some of the good men who were lost still remain unburied, but the people of this town have their hands full with their own great losses. It would be to our shame if those unburied bodies were dishonored by wild beasts. I would ask this one last favor of you. Seek out those poor men and grant them honor in death. Dirk Mudbrick fell at the sheep farm southwest of Archet, Nate Whisperwood died defending the Hunter's Lodge, and Cole Spriggly's farmhand, Will Whitley, perished in the battle just to the west of Brown West Folly. Alright, so Will Whitley died too. That's sad, and that's something I didn't remember either, but father and son dying during the brigand attack, that's terrible. Now, let's get to Constable Thistlewood, but let's get these guys out of the way. Let's wait, because yeah, I don't like my NPCs being covered under players. Okay, I remember your face and your actions. You are a hero to us all. I will do what I can, though we do not have much to offer at the moment. Take this and then speak with me again to see what else I can offer you. Alright. So, this is among the Boars. A fine day to you. It's good to see the backs of the Blackwolds broken and peace settling over Archet once more. Now we can concern ourselves with less dire problems. Actually, you might be able to help with one of those problems if you are interested. There seems to be an illness spreading among the local Boars, and a terrible affliction it must be, for the beasts are more hostile than normal. We really must put an end to this illness, and the only way is to slay those afflicted. Would you do this? Alright, plenty of rewards here, but yes, we will do that. And now let's get this Novice Mark for Beriathan, a pocket item. And I think, yes, the Atlas Essences. So let's equip this one. And we get an out-of-combat run speed boost. So that's good. We're gonna equip that right away. And in fact, I think we can take this to the quick slot in case we need to access the run speed more easily. The run speed boost, that is. Now,
might you lend me an ear?
Don't worry about me, Beriathan. It's just a minor wound I got in the fighting. Now that the Brackenbrooks, father and son, have driven the Blackwolds away from Archet, perhaps these folk can get to living their lives as they once did. Word has reached me, though, that there's a new threat to be dealt with. A nearby farm has been overrun with spiders and the folk there have been retreated to Archet. My injury prevents me from dealing with these pests, but you have proven yourself a capable warrior and should have no trouble. Look for the farmer here in Archet. You may know him already. His name is Cole Sprigley. Okay, so we're gonna talk to Cole Sprigley and see what help does he need with these spiders.
How can I be of service?
There we were, ready to stand our ground against them Blackwold villains, when these monster spiders come pouring out from the cellar in the middle of the night. It seems hardly fair. Still, if the spider band sent you, it could be you'll be able to help us out. Our farm is due south of Bromwell's Folly. If you can recover my seed back from the pens and my strongbox from the storage shed, we could make a new start of it. Oh, and my father's bow as well. Poor Henry was trying to kill some of the spiders with it. He was a good hand, but the spiders made quick work of the lad. Hurry back if you can, through with all the spiders around my farm. I don't see how you will. Okay, so yeah, we'll need to collect some goodies for Cole Sprigley, alongside burying the bodies of the people who died defending Archet and taking care of some boars. I don't think we're gonna use that mithril trader, so let's continue. And where are we going next? Yes, I think we'll go to the Hunting Lodge. And as you can see here, this is the transparent map quest tracker, and it's a lot easier. I mean, you could have moved your quest tracker out of the way, but it doesn't matter where you put it. It's always gonna interrupt some of the... It's gonna make it harder for you to see, so glad we got that one. Here we have our first Bristlehide, and our first class deed as well, Efficient Thrust. We're gonna move the selections target over here-ish, and level 7, great. So hobbies, rates, mounts, and the map. Everything's covered. So yes, we're gonna use the first trade point that we just got. We have Gambit Builder damage or bleed damage. I think we will go with Gambit Builders, as I don't think we have any bleeds yet. So here we have, as I was telling you before, I don't like to have auto loot enabled. As you can see here in my bags, I'm a little bit of a hoarder, so I prefer to have some control of what goes or not inside my bags, and that's why I have that disabled. So we have here our first class deed, Efficient Thrust. We'll need to strike with Quick Thrust 200 times, and we already did one of those. We're nearing the Hunting Lodge to bury one of the people here, but where is he? Is it on the other side of the bridge, perhaps? Let me see, I'm not sure. But yes, there he is. Ah, Nate Whisperwood. So this is the first guy we'll need to bury. An unfortunate death, but well, nothing that can be done now. This is the first body, and now we can make our way to Cole Sprigley's farm. And alright, we'll need to be a little bit careful with those boars, as 20% melee and range damage debuff. It's quite high, and it lasts 2 minutes, so it's quite the debuff. We could theoretically use the battle potion to remove that, but it was almost over, so no need to use that right now. So we have some more bodies to bury on the way to Cole Sprigley's, so let's get that out of the way first. Alright, so where's the second body? I don't see it, but we are on the right track, so it shouldn't take any much longer to find it. So I killed this guy over here. We have already unlocked our first class deed, so I think it's a good time to start checking all our other gambits and skills to see what other class deeds we can unlock. So far, nothing to see here. But there is the first one, skill and power. So let's check. Strike with deft strike. So that's what you get when you strike with quick toss twice. So a good synergy there. And here's the body we were looking for. This is Dark Mudbreak. Very well. So we have buried him. And let's check here what other skills and gambits were missing for the class deeds. Defensive strike and goad, that certainly will have one. Impressive flourish and persevere, I'm not sure. We already have deft strike. And I think there are no deeds for the last two, offensive strike and the boot. Okay, Wary Blocks, that's another deed. Let's use Goad. Know your enemy, that's another one. Let's try with Persevere. I'm not sure if I got that one. Let's see. So know your enemy, strike with Goad, 200, Wary Blocks, defensive strike, another 200, okay. Something else that I keeping a closer eye on is I live close to the avenue, and at this time of day motorcycles are a pain, so I'm doing my best to avoid that noise getting into my microphone. So every once in a while you might see I go suddenly silent. That's me trying to avoid those tank motorcycles. Anyway, what do we have here? Okay, let's try Impressive Flourish. No, I think that's it. So we will move on, trying to complete our daily quote of the day for all our class deeds. So I think it's better that way. So you complete your class deeds as soon as possible and don't end up with a lot of deeds opened at the same time and going crazy trying to figure out what skills are advancing your deeds. So for the time being, Goat, and the issue here is since you need to use the Gambit Builder twice, their auto attacks will get in the way, and right now we are killing things too fast. Spider Slayer. So I think if we see ourselves in too much trouble pulling too many foes, well, we have Persevere for our self-heals, and Defensive Strike, it I think also has a life tap functionality, yes. So we shouldn't have any issues here, or too many issues, I would say. So let's try this here. So yeah, hopefully we will be able to advance our daily quota. I'm not sure if for the Warden class deeds is for the 200 ones that we have right now, if it is 20 per day, 50 per day, or what exactly it is. But I think we need some health right now, although we have that covered. So we have Cowell Spriggly Strong Blocks. That's right. We will bury Will Whitley. Oh no, that's not Will Whitley. Oh yeah, is it? No. Spriggly's bow. And where's the zit bag? The zit bag, it should be... I think I saw it. Ah, yeah, over there. The zit bag. So now we're only missing Will Whitley. Burying Will Whitley. And it's on our way back to Archet. So let's check here. Defeat spiders in Brilliant, 7 out of 30. I think the spider deed can be easily completed in Archet alone. If you go inside Spriggly's farm or the spider path that we traversed on last episode, well, there are plenty of spiders in Archet, is what I'm trying to say. So that's something else. We will do our best to complete as many deeds as we can in a certain area. For example, right now, Brilliant. But we are not gonna overstay our welcome on some areas just for the sake of completing deeds. Especially later on, Slayer deeds would get to ridiculous numbers and will require grinding. Some of the deeds in the early areas you can get by regular questing, but starting as early as North Downs, you'll start having issues. Even as early as late Brilliant, like Orc Slayer or even Knicker Ricker and Marshfly Slayer, those two are a pain. But anyway, getting too ahead of ourselves, we were talking too much and once again missed Will Whitley. We missed him on the way coming and we missed him again. So let's go and bury the good old lad. He's not far. It's just that, yeah, he's in the middle of the field, so I didn't see him. Oh my god. Do you really need to aggro all the boars in Archet? I mean, I think we have killed like 20 already. Or maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit, but that's what it feels like. So where's Will Whitley? I think it would be better if we turn the floating names back on. But it can get, I don't know, immersion breaking a little bit if you see everybody's names popping up. But I think I might do it because running around because you missed a quest is not. Or maybe it is, but it's tedious too. That's it. Everyone's buried right now. Time to get back to Archet. Hopefully on the road there won't be any boars to hinder our advance. And if I remember correctly, there was a boss in here. A boar and a signature boar was kind of hard to kill on the early days of the game, but I don't think there will be an issue. I'm not sure what are the high levels doing on Archet. If you paid attention, there was a 105 Berg and a 43 level hunter. Not that I have anything against that, it's just a little bit weird seeing high levels on these 13 areas. Especially Archet. There is not much to do on Archet. I mean, Thorium's Hall, I get it. It has crafting and it has auction house and it has bolts. Even Michelle Delvin also has some of that, but Archet not so much. Anyway, we're back in town. Let's talk first with John Brackenbrook, Constable Thistlewood. Let's talk with Constable Thistlewood.
What's your need?
So what we have here, we can pick a new javelin. What's the difference with the one we have? Some DPS, or we can get a new shield. Oh, that's a tricky one. But I think I'm gonna go with the javelin. And we have new deed, Brilliant Adventurer. So that means completing quests 1 out of 15. Let's equip our javelin and move the old one here. Now let's talk to John Brackenbrook.
How can I be of service?
Good, it is done. Those men died bravely and deserved a proper burial. Once more, Archet is in your debt. Now, before you leave, there is something I must tell you. A queer man came through Archet while you were away, and I believe he was looking for you.
What do you need?
The man who came through the village, he reminded me of Strider. His behavior said he was looking for the hero of Archet. I can only assume that he spoke of you. He said the matter was most urgent, and that if I saw you, I was to direct you to the Combe and Wattle Inn, where he will be waiting for you. The Combe and Wattle is in the center of Combe to the south. He seemed most grim to me. I will travel to Combe immediately and speak with the innkeeper, Lisbeth Honeymaid. She should know where to find this man. Okay, so we're already leaving Archet. I didn't remember that one. Let's go talk to Cole Sprigley. Yeah, Cole Sprigley. This is everything we asked for. Alright, my seat back, strong box, and my father's trusty bow. I can't thank you enough, Beriathan, and I must beg your pardon for treating you so poorly earlier. Had I known what was to become of my farm, I would have heeded your advice and retreated to Archet at once, saving ourselves a great deal of trouble and poor Henry's life. Still, I am glad we can make a new start. Tell the Spiderbane he has my thanks as well for sending you to us.
Stay a moment.
Them spiders have eaten my work hands and driven me unwholly out of our home. There's got to be some way to get him off our land. I would think that Atlas Spiderbane might know more about spiders than I do. Perhaps you should go speak with him again. We can't return home until those awful things are gone. And here...
Well met.
Good, you have returned. It seems there is much more going on here than I first thought. While you were away, my cousin Bali arrived, and I sent him to search some caves in the ruins outside the east wall of Archet. A few of the hunters had dropped a huge stone in front of the cave, and I wanted him to ensure the stone remained. He has not yet returned, and I am worried. Now, from what you told me of Spriggle's troubles, the spiders came up through the cellar in his shed. Perhaps seeing the cave blocked off, they tunneled up through there. We won't know for certain though, until you find Bali. Hopefully he'll have some answers. Can we go? Oh yes, it seems we can now go through here and save us all the way around.
Hello, friend. Could you help me with something?
What do we have here? Working with wood has always been my trade, so I thought to put my hands to the rebuilding of Archet. I had loaded up my tools and set out when suddenly this mad boar came out of nowhere and overturned my cart. It was all my son Borin and I could do to make it here to Archet, and we had to leave the tools in the wreckage of the cart. If you head south to the gate that leads to Combe, you might be able to recover my toolbox. I'd really appreciate it, and the folk of Archet are sure to be better for it as well. The sooner I can get started, the sooner this town will be back to the way it was. Watch out for the boar though. You might be able to get my toolbox without attracting his attention, but you'd need more luck than I have to manage it. So this is the boar I was telling you about before. I remember on my first couple runs through Archet back in the day, that one did give me a little bit of trouble, but I don't think he will now. First, let's go to the east gate and look for Bali. Are these spiders gonna attack us? Thankfully no. Or maybe they do. Some of them at least. This is weird. In any case, let's get rid of this good lad over here and where's Bali? Are we pulling all the spiders? Ah, there he is. Dead, as it seemed from Atlas' words. But we'll need to take care of the spiders first. Yeah, the only thing of grinding the class deeds right now is that we are hitting with some of our weakest skills, I believe, so we're moving a little bit slow. What we have here: you search Vali's corpse and find a journal with several pages missing. The journal text reads, "I would not believe it, but the spiders have pushed the cave mouth clear. I have entered the cave and the spiders reacted to me instantly, as if drawn to me. I am unsure why. I spent my day carefully searching near the entrance only and found several corpses bound into cocoons. These spiders seem to wrap everything up in their cocoons. I will write more tomorrow when I go further into the cave. Perhaps it would be best to enter the cave to see if you can find the rest of the journal pages before returning to Atli." So I think this is where we'll get our spider deed done, at least the tier 1 version. So, do we have a new page in here? Yeah, we do. What does it say? Page 3. I went back into the caves but had a little more luck than before. I know I am missing a turn someplace that will lead me closer to the Queen's Nest and hopefully an answer to the spider's presence here. I suspect these are no ordinary spiders, for as I even now prepare to sleep, I deem I can hear whispered voices. Alright, so that was page 3. Let me see how are we doing with our class dates. Yeah, it seems the daily limit is 50, but this is something that you can get completed in a few days if you try hard. But I don't know if we can get all the daily limits before our time runs out. Anyway, here we should get another page of the journal. Which one is this? Page 4. It is my 5th day within these dismal tunnels, and I am no closer to finding the Queen. I have no doubts, however, as to the intelligence of these creatures. They hunt me now, day and night, though I elude them still. It is strange, but I believe I heard one of the beasts mention Spiderbane. Alright, so... okay. There it is, a new page of the journal. Let's try and get and pull all these spiders here. And maybe we should get defenses strike up first to improve our defenses. And let's get some self-heals going as well. Let's do another run of the AoEs. Oh, thankfully. Level 8, you do help me a lot by leveling up in the middle of the fight. So no new gambits or skills, it seems. Weird. Once again, this is the first time I level up a warden after the Helm's Deep changes that make you get all your skills instantly. But I think I should get in a notification when I do. We'll see. Next page. Page 1. I have gone further into the cave today. There seems to be no end to the twists and turns or the spiders in this area. I have done my best not to get lost, but I fear I might already be there. I still have no idea why these spiders are here. There are several larger queen-like spiders here, but I do not think they are steering this route. I will look more tomorrow. For now, I have found a rock to sleep behind. I hope the spiders don't like the taste of dwarf. It seems they did. Let's see. Where else can I go to get the 2 pages I'm missing? We'll see. I think I got a little bit too reckless in there. I was already risking too much. And it would suck dying at level 7 or 8. Maybe I'm betting a dead horse by now, so I promise I'm not gonna insist anymore in the topic. So here we have the next page of the journal. So let's kill this guy really quick. And let's see what this has to tell us. Wow, I was able to get the page at least. Now, let's kill these guys. And after they die, we will see what this page has to say. My third day in the spider-infested hole has come and gone, and I got no further today. I think I might have gone around in several circles since I found the rock I left behind 3 times today. I'm not sure if this place has an end, but I found an interesting looking cellar of some small supply shed. I peeked outside and found another round farm that did not seem to be my answer either. Hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. I think I will spend my night in the cellar. It might be a little safer. So I think we gotta move closer to the cellar. Or maybe we can just hit delete and see if we can find the pages easier this way. So okay, we dropped from an opening. I think this should be enough to get the spiders to the aggro on us. But obviously some of them have already respawned, so I don't want to kite the entire thing and risk it, so or maybe I should wait until I get my masteries to grind this deeds a little bit easier. Ah, okay, here it is, the last cocoon we're missing. So let's kill all the spiders to be able to go back to Atli Spiderbane. I think it's gonna send us back to Atli Spiderbane and then to the cellar to kill the Spider Queen. At least that's how I remember it. And as I told you, the Spider Slayer, the tier 1. So that's great. What do we have here? Page number 5. So, there is no doubt now, these spiders and their queen are here for Atli Spiderbane. They seek to use me as bait for Atli, but I will not give them the leverage. My axe will drink up their blood ere this night is through. I will not. And they got him. So we gotta get back to Atli. And okay, check those alerts in just a moment. I forgot where the exit was. Oh my god. Should be. No. It should be through here. Or maybe it's not? Where am I? Oh my god. I got lost. But I think this is the exit. Yes, that was it. A little bit confused towards the end, but we got out safely. We're ready to get back to Archet. We're not gonna worry if we pull some of these spiders, as I hope some NPC might be able to get rid of it instead of us, instead of poor Beriathan. That's it. So now let's check. We got a new title, Spider Foe. A reputation with a man of Bray, and the advanced deed, which we are already working on, and some points. Now,
what do you want?
I cannot believe it. Bali gone. He must be avenged, and this journal tells me what is behind this. A Spider Queen from the Blue Mountains. She and her brood must have followed me from Thorian's Hall. Know this. Even if I am slain, she will never leave this place. She has found easy prey here. We must destroy her, or Archet shall become a new abode for the queen and her spawn. So we'll get the shoulder guards.
Will you stay and
there we go.
me a moment?
The Spider Queen, your name by name, and her ways are known to me. She will have hidden herself in Spriggly's house and blocked all the entrances save one. If you search the tunnels below the house, I would wager you will find a hidden passage leading to your next lair. The vile thing must be slain, or Archet will be overrun by her brood. Would that I were hale and could heft an axe, but that time has passed. Now the mantle of Spiderbane must pass to you, if you'll have it. I wish you well in facing her. There we go, back to the spider nest. Let's equip the shoulder guards, however. So I'm not quite sure if there is an entrance to Spriggly's farm so we can avoid all these spiders. And I rather not risk it, I'm not sure. So we're gonna get into the tunnels once again and do it the long way around. So we have here another fellow Gondorian, a champion. Alright, so I was gonna check something else, but I don't remember what. Okay. So it's looking good for the most part, but I think we'll still need to get some extra filters in there. I will continue checking that after this episode is concluded. Now, let's keep count of how many spiders are we pulling so we don't get overwhelmed by the things. So I think 4 spiders is a safe way to go. A little bit too loud for my taste. Since I'm using headphones, that is, I hope there will be no sound issues when you're watching this on your own PC, as I have tinkered a little bit more with the audio settings for the game and my microphone. It's a work in progress, so as I told you last time, any comments you have that might improve the series is very much welcome. Now, let's continue. We should find the entrance to Cold Spriggly's farm through here. If I remember correctly, there is a trapdoor. There it is. But I think we did pull too many spiders. Hopefully some of them run away. Oh my god. You are not gonna kill me. You are not. Oh, hi, Mark. Okay, so he's not gonna help me. Okay. Gonna self-heal myself once again. You are not gonna kill me. I'm not gonna die at level 8. Not happening. Okay, so we're gonna advance with more caution right now. And take care of ourselves. And maybe avoid AoEs as much as possible. Alright, so that should be your name. And it's quite a challenge, it seems, for us right now. So let's just give it some time to recover our full health, and we will get right to her. I think we can open up with mark target, and that should help us dispatch her more easily. So let's do it. So So I'm not messing around grinding class dits while fighting this boss. I'm fighting with all I have, but I think it was not as hard. Okay, we have defeated her. There is a door over here. Can we go outside Wrigley's farm? Yes, we could. Awesome. So yeah, I think there was a way of getting to your name through Spriggly's farm and avoiding a lot of conflict, but anyway, it is what it is. Now that we are near the Combe gate, we can actually collect Builder Earus blocks, and then go back to Archet and turn all our quests before moving to Combe. Let us see. Would you die? Thank you. Okay, perfect. So what can we do with this? Just a trophy, it seems. I've always wondered if there is something else to do with Yarnet's head. I don't think there is. I don't remember it. Okay, so there's the box, and there's the matte bristlehide. Another signature mob. And once again, we're hitting this guy with all we have. Like impressive flourish. This one seems to be a pretty good skill to be using, Gambit. So that's all the quests in Archet. Now moving on. Maybe it's time to use it. Yeah. So 10% run speed buff is not much. I think Forced March does spoil you as a warden. In any case, it's not far. And let's see. It's quite alright. Here we have level 50. I think that's... okay, I think I now know why this level 50 and the other one that we saw earlier are doing it here. I had forgotten that some of the late books in Volume 1 do take you back to Archet to defeat some Angmarims.
What can I do for you?
You have my thanks, Beriathan. Now Borin and I can get to work rebuilding this town. Take these coins for your trouble. And some rations, nothing too bad.
Will you give me a moment of your time, friend?
Supplies here in Archet are limited and will certainly not suffice to repair the damage wrought upon the village. Now that I have my tools, I will be able to begin shoring defenses and repairing the buildings where I can. Archet will need more lumber if it is to recover completely from this attack. If you find yourself in Combe to the south, seek out Taylor Green and let him know that I will need another order of wood from the lumberyard. If you've not been there before, listen well. The Combe lumberyard can be found by following the road south, pass through the gate toward Combe, and follow the road east up the hill. It will bend softly to the northeast towards the Chetwood. There, in a sub-dip before the North Chetwood, you should find Taylor Green. We'll go there in just a moment. Let's see what Atli has to say to us.
Greetings.
Many seeds did the Dread Weaver sow throughout our mountains. Because of you, another of those seeds has passed from the world. I owe you a great debt, for Yarnet's dead and for my life. Accept this reward and with it the friendship of Atli Spiderbane. So, yeah, I think we're just gonna stick with this one. So, that is it. And that's all there is to do on Archet. So this seems like a proper point to end the episode. I don't want to have the episodes be too long. Going by my own taste, I think an hour long is good enough. Let's just get this quest and call
Would
it
you
a
do
day.
something for me?
I look at you, Beriathan, and I see a blank canvas, an uncarved block of wood, an untempered blade, and a red book, any number of things that have the potential for greatness, but are still waiting for that potential to be realized. I look around at my home and I see wreckage, a memory of the comfort that this town once had. I can have that peace and comfort again, Beriathan, if those like you will rise to the challenge. Skilled hands must be kept busy if they are to improve in their craft. My brother Roderick stands near the craft hall in Combe, south of Archet. From the Combe town center, take the left path as it climbs up the hill. You'll see my brother part of the way up the hill. Tell him that you wish to learn a crafter's vocation. The towns of Brilland can only benefit from the application of your skills. So I have not decided yet what will be my crafting profession with Beriathan. I will think about it, but for now, this will be all for this episode. Thank you once again for watching and for sticking around. Please subscribe if you like what you are seeing here. It will help the channel continue producing the content. Leave a comment down below with all the suggestions you might have on improving the channel, and see you on the next episode. Take care.